Yeah, hold on. Iwasawa was, she lived in a household where, like, her mom and her dad, they got into, like, a lot of arguments, and there was a lot of yelling, and there was, like, a lot of negative energy going around. And for the longest time, Iwasawa felt like there was no escape from that nightmare. Like Ludacris and Mary J. Blige in their song, Iwasawa was forced to think that hell was a place called home. But one day, Iwasawa went to a record store, and they had like this headphones because you can like listen to music at this record store. And she put on the headphones, and she listened to this band that I believe was called Sad Machine, and she never heard this before. So she put the headphones on, and then when she heard the music for the first time, it was like an instant escape from all the fuckery that was like going on in her house. And that was like it was love at first sight. And over time, Iwasawa listened to more and more music. She got deeper into it, and eventually she wanted to do music herself because music saved her. Music saved Iwasawa, and she wanted to return the favor to millions of lost souls out there. Because, like NF said, and just like you're not the only one. So she got her little part-time job. She found this guitar in the trash, but she restored it, and she started practicing, and she got better as a musician. And just as Iwasawa was about to move out of her house, of her parents' house, and escape that hell, like right before she did that and she chased her dreams of being a musician, she had a stroke or something similar to that, because um earlier in Iwasawa's childhood, while her mom and dad were arguing and fighting, she accidentally got hit in the head with a glass bottle, and that caused severe head trauma. And so later on, out of nowhere, I think it was a stroke or an aneurysm or something, and she was hospitalized, and she couldn't speak and she couldn't move. So, because she was like in a vegetative state, she couldn't play music anymore, and eventually she died. So I guess, to make a long story short, Iwasawa lived in a really fucked up household. She discovered music. Music was an ultimate escape, and because music saved her, she wanted to save others. But before she could save other people, before she could grow as an artist, everything was taken away from her, and then she died. But the cool thing is when she died, she went to the purgatory place I was talking about earlier, and she got to play in a band, and she got to help out with this other group of students with their mission. So in the afterlife, she kind of got to live out her dream a little bit because she played in a band, she helped others, and everybody in the school, in the afterlife school, everybody loved her music. So although she didn't do what she wanted to in the physical plane, in a parallel plane, she still somewhat lived out her dream, kind of. And then Iwasawa, she was playing this song that she wrote, but this song was different from the others she wrote because this song was like personal. It was from the heart. It was like really, really like like pulled deep from her soul, because all the other songs that she wrote were just songs that were made like that were only made to like be performed, you know. It wasn't really like too personal, if that makes sense. So yeah, as she was playing this really deep song, she realized that music was what she enjoyed, and then she disappeared and passed on. Crazy shit. And I'm gonna sample that in one of the projects I'll be releasing called Loose Leaf LP. Because that's ultimately what I want to do: save others, try to help guide others towards the light. I honestly don't know if humans are at the point of no return. I kind of think that we are, because even if we like by some miracle just stopped right now and made every effort we could to clean up the planet and to ameliorate all the damage we did, it'll still take a long ass time for the earth to heal. But regardless, like something's got to change, because as I said before, if we don't unite as a whole and we don't start to do better and actually like live instead of just existing, we're only gonna self-destruct. People are so distracted these days by pointless things. They kind of forget to look within every once in a while and to practice self-care. You can't get too distracted by the flesh. You have to learn how to meditate and clear your mind and learn how to repress urges, you know, like because as animals we have like these urges to just do what pleases the id. If you ever studied the Freudian concept of the psyche, but you got to learn balance, and you got to learn, you know, when's the appropriate time for certain tasks. Time management skills is a really good thing to have. And not only time management skills, like just knowing what you are doing and planning everything out instead of just winging it, because when you wing it you just waste time, and when you waste time you waste money. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. I'm not very good at it right now, but I started drawing every day because I've been writing every single day of my life. I started doing that like in senior year of high school, and just recently, I don't know why, I developed the habit of drawing every day. And if I get better, eventually I would want to like draw my own merch and then learn how to screen press, or better yet, buy a fucking screen press machine and just screen print whatever I draw on hoodies, shirts, beanies, etc. and sell it. Not only that, I want to learn how to draw really good so I can do either like the cover albums of my projects, or you know how like when you buy a CD and you can like take this part out and you can like flip through the booklet. I would want to like include drawings that I did during the making of the album, kind of like Billie Eilish, because Billie Eilish is very visual with her music, because she has mild synesthesia, or how the fuck you say it. But you know, because I think it would help flesh out the project more to like draw little pictures and include them. And I would be the type of artist to handwrite my lyrics and put them in the CD. I don't know. It's just It's art. It's artistic. It's fun. It's creative. It's refreshing. Cause this album is dope, but like I gotta admit that like the CD cover itself is kind of like minimal. I thought with it being the weekend, he'd do a little bit more, but I mean, it still looks fresh, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I just like I love art. One day I want to learn how to paint, man. I remember I saw this video of Jim Carrey, and it was a video of Jim Carrey, and he was showing it was showing him painting, and it was showing all of his art pieces that he made. I thought that shit was hella cool. Like watching him do it, you can just see like his spirit bleeding onto the art, kind of like how like my spirit bleeds into the music. His spirit was bleeding into the paintings, and he just looked so happy and free and relaxed. So yeah, eventually I want to learn how to paint too. I think that would be cool. Fucking Hobson became a painter. Hobson released this really dope video. He made a painting of X as a tribute. It was really cool. And he did a music video for a song called Picasso, and it shows him painting a couple things. I think that's dope. And she's out like a light. You know what I would want to do? If I ever become super fucking ridiculous rich, I want to buy like a piece of land that's like secluded, and I want to build like a farm so I'm self sustainable, and like I would have my own like like I know it sounds weird and shit, but like I would want to like grow my own food, and I want to grow my own medicine, my own sacred plants, and then also I would have like this big ass mansion with hella different rooms and shit, and I would like dedicate a whole floor to like my music, and each project I release, I would create like a room for it, and it'd be kind of like a museum, and then over the years just slowly expand the house, you know, and then when I die, I can just leave it to whoever, and it's like a permanent museum of Adrian. And I know that sounds weird, but I don't know. It's just kind of like my end goal, honestly. Might as well dream big. I mean, I make reasonable goals too. Like I have up there on my wall. Don't get me wrong. You got to make like daily goals, and you got to make monthly goals. Yeah, those are important, but don't be scared to dream big either. Like think like 40 years in the future and what you want. Even if it's impossible, just think about it. I mean, I it's better than fucking worrying about pointless things. You know how anxiety is. What are we at? 13 minutes. I'm gonna end it. But like I said, I'm not I'm not making music to make money. I'm not making music because everybody else is doing it. I'm not making music to like be played on the radio. I make music for me. First and foremost, it's my music is for me, and I'm discovering myself, and it helps heal a lot of shit within, and music is like therapy, and there's an art to it. There's like if you have an eye for art, music is art. Um and not only is it for me, it would be cool if like my universe, someone comes across it, and I don't know, I say something that helps them. I think that would be a cool little like added benefit. But like I said, if no one fucks with my music and it's only gonna be me, I don't care. I'm having fun. But yeah, that's all for right now. Gonna clean up this room a little bit more. Oh wait, also I wanted to show you this. How do you turn this shit around? I got this mic set up. My friend Adrian let me borrow. It looks hella clean, and I tested the audio, and it's way better than my cheap ass Amazon microphone. I couldn't figure out how to work the sound, but it's secure right there. It's not gonna fall. and I do most of my vocals sitting down anyways. It gives me more breath control.